What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of La Liga Career Mode. This is episode number 58, and we're starting today's episode off with Sevilla in Andalusia, coming on the back of 2 defeats in our last 3 games. Yes, we lost to Real Madrid in midweek in the second leg of our Copa del Rey semi-final tie at Bernabeu. Thankfully, after our 4-0 win in Andalusia, we still made it through to our first ever Copa del Rey final, coming against Atletico Madrid in 2 episodes time. And of course, before that, we lost to Juventus a couple of games before in the first leg of our Champions League last 16 tie, with the second leg coming today. So heading into this game against Sevilla here, 2 defeats in 3. Yeah, I'm starting to feel a little bit of pressure, but not in the league. Yes, because right now, after our big win against Atletico Madrid at the Metropolitano, we now opened up a 9-point gap at the top of La Liga. So heading into this game here, we know the title is now ours to lose with 12 games to go. Yes, of course, it's not an insurmountable... What's the word? Unsurmountable? It's not a gap which is too hard for a team to make up, is what I'm trying to say. Why am I trying to use fancy words? I got a C in GCSE English. Come on, bro. But even so, taking on Sevilla here, I knew all I've got to do is keep my composure, man. If I win, I think it is... How many games? Oh, I got an E in maths. I got a C in English and I got an E in maths. What am I doing? Basically, if I win all our remaining games, I'm champions. So, heading into the game against Sevilla, you know, the destiny is in our own hands right now. So, yep, starting the game off, we opened the scoring through Nico Williams. Keenan Davis at Sevilla did make it 2-1, but after Suarez restored our lead and we had ourselves a 2-goal cushion, he set up our third to give us a 2-goal cushion ourselves. Luis Milla smacks one in bottom corner for his 6th of the season in the league and extends our gap to 2. And at this point I was thinking, okay, you know me, I can't defend, but if I can always score, I've always got a great chance. It's 3-1 Granada. It seems like the job's done. 5 minutes to go though, Sevilla would cut the gap to 1 once again. Mariano across, and look at this, the English boys for Sevilla doing the job. First Keenan Davis and then Jude Bellingham from Birmingham City to Dortmund, and now at Sevilla makes it 3-2. Granada once again see the gap cut to 1, but in stoppage time still leading by 1. I was basically passing out the clock at this point. Sevilla weren't doing a high press, so I thought, you know what, don't need to do anything here, just got to keep holding the ball and I'll be fine. I'll see the game out 3-2, but then I thought, that's not me. I want to score as many goals as possible, and we get a 4th, and for the 3rd time in the game, restore our 2-goal cushion. Unai Venfador comes off the bench to make it 4-2, and he celebrates with me, the dagger, the clincher, and the goal that gives us the win after coming on for Luis Milla. We don't see Venfador much these days. Like Unai has become a really, I don't know, just obscure player in this team, and the reason why is because, well, we changed our formation, and it means that Venfador really doesn't fit into this team anymore. Last season when we signed him, it was our big money signing. We brought the guy in through the middle of the park to play alongside Luis Milla with Teki below in a 4-1-4-1, but now he switched to the 4-2-3-1. He's not going to play through the middle because, well, that's Antonio's position, the attacking midfield. And of course, right now, 29 goals in La Liga, top scorer of the division. I mean, come on now. Obviously, VR's going to start the games, and Venfador doesn't have a place because Milla and Teki work so well together. Milla is the box-to-box, Teki is the anchor man. Venfador just doesn't really fit into this system anymore. To be honest here, I think I've played him in like 12 games in the season in La Liga. That's less than half the games this year. And the reason being is because he doesn't fit into my tactical system anymore. He just doesn't. And I hate to say that, but it's true. So what I normally do with Venfador is just bring him off the bench in late game situations as a deep line playmaker to replace Luis Milla when he's ran himself into the ground, and I have Venfador just sitting there, you know, retaining possession basically. So, you know, I think a lot of people think with tactics in FIFA, they're kind of meaningless because of the way the game is played. It's kind of just end to end, especially in FIFA 22, and sometimes midfielders, I mean, as long as they can run, you know, that's good enough. But tactical systems and tactical shapes still do have a place in FIFA, and whilst I do feel as though it's obviously not as important as in a game like Football Manager, for example, everyone knows and accepts that, of course, you know, and it should be that way too, because FIFA's a more streamlined game, as we talk about. It needs to be that way, but it still does have its place. You know, individual player roles still have their place in FIFA, you know, and for Venfador, that's the case on point right there. In this tactical setup, he doesn't really fit into my side. He's really only used now to retain possession in late game situations when I'm closing a game out. Even so, after winning against Sevilla 4-2, we would then go to Deportivo Alaves and win 3-0, and we got the job done in 17 minutes. When you talk about passing the ball out and running the clock down, This was one of those games. We scored 3 goals in 17 minutes. Randy got 2 and Amika got the other. And Antonio bagged a hat-trick of assists. He might be the top scorer in La Liga, but he's still mainly known for the creativity, looking for his 4th straight assist title. Man, oh man, as soon as he got the 3 goals, I am not going to lie to you guys, I just passed the ball around. Why is that? Well, because on Tuesday night, in 3 days' time, we travelled to Turin. Second leg, Champions League, last 16 tie, and I did not want any tired legs for this game whatsoever, because I needed my strongest team possible if we were going to overturn the deficit, and for the first time as Mia fires it just wide 6 minutes in, win in Italy. We haven't done that yet. We've taken 2 trips to Italy last season in the Europa League round of 16 and a round of 32. We lost them both. We needed to win though this game, otherwise we were out. And 16 minutes in, after Mia went close, oh man, oh man, oh man. Federico Valverde, the former Real Madrid midfielder, turns in from close range after Cunha hit the bar from a free kick. Just one of those moments where you don't get the luck, you don't get the rub of the green. Juve, once again, are 2 goals up on aggregate, and we trail by 1 on the night. And oh, Antonio! What a miss from VR. And heading into the break, I needed that. Psychologically, how we cut the gap to 1 on aggregate, given Juve a sucker punch right before the break and levelled it on the night. You just never know. But after Antonio missed the target on a 1-on-1, I just knew at that very moment that was our chance, and I blew it. 7 minutes after the restart, Matheus Cunha gets his 3rd goal of the tie and his 1st on the night to make it 2-0 Juventus. And after that moment there, I took Antonio VR off. Yep, I felt as though the kid just hadn't done the job for me. I know he scored in the last leg, but other than that, he was quite anonymous. And in this game, he had a golden chance, missed it. I thought, got to take him off. Got to protect the kid, man. Seriously, he's not playing well in this tie. I got to take him off, and the job is over. The job can't be completed anyway. We're not going to come back from this. Or so I thought. From kickoff, Suarez made it 2-1 on the night and 5-3. Now, we still needed another couple of goals, but as we stayed in attack mode, we looked very threatening, and 64 minutes in, he got another. Suarez with the turn, beats his man and makes it 2-2, and we battle back to level it. And once again, and we're 1 goal down on aggregate, and I was thinking out of nowhere, Suarez has single-handedly dragged us back in this tie. We're 1 goal away from forcing extra time. I've taken off VR. I don't regret it because the team's playing better without him. But with 12 minutes to go, desperately trying to come back from the brink and force extra time. Well, the 90-rated striker, we've done a good job of keeping him quiet. But you can't keep 90-rated strikers quiet forever. Dusan Vlahovic makes it 3-2, and that was the sucker punch, that was the dagger, that was the killer. Dusan Vlahovic, the former Fiorentina forward, ends it for Juventus. That would do it. They're going through, and whilst Perez off the bench for VR would make it 3-3, and once again cut the gap to 1 on aggregate, unfortunately, as Jojo would say, it's just a little too late. Terrible singing. But even so, Juve get the job done. They are through after a 3-3 draw in Juventus. We stopped the rot in Italy. After 2 straight losses, we come to Turin and claim a draw. But it feels like a defeat because it is on aggregate. Final score, 3-3 on the night and over 2 legs, 6-5. A thrilling European tie, but Granada come up short. Yup, our progress in the competition is ended in the first knockout round. And I'm just going to be honest, in Europe, I just can't get it done. I really can't. Honestly, man, like last season, you know, like I really felt as though we had a golden chance to go far in the Europa League and we were knocked out in a round of 16. Same in the Champions League, and the board scheduled a performance review meeting to let me know my position as manager is under close observation. I was like, guys, is now the right time? We've got a Copa del Rey final to come at the end of this month. We've got 10 games to go in La Liga and we're 9 points clear. Look, I know you're disappointed we've gone out of the Champions League early. I know you asked us to reach the final in our first year in the competition, and I know getting knocked out by Juve is going to sting because our curse against Italian teams continues. But guys, there's bigger issues at hand here, including what's going on domestically. Forget about the Champions League. It's gone. Forget all about it. The Liga right now, 9 points clear, 10 games to go, and we've got a Copa del Rey final to come as well. Can you just wait until the end of the season, guys, and not threaten me with a sack now? Seriously? Because for our fourth and final game, on the back of the loss to Juve over 2 legs, Barcelona away at the Nou Camp. And 3 minutes in, it's the dream start. Stubbed off in Turin after his glaring error in the first half. A poor performance in Italy. But this is Captain Wonderkid, Antonio VR, with his 30th goal in the league this season. And what's that old saying? Form is temporary, class is permanent. Antonio slagged off by Marca and the back of our defeat to Juventus, saying the Wonder Kid can't handle the pressure in the biggest of games. How does he respond? The best way you can, with his actions on the pitch. 3 minutes in, 30 goals for the season in La Liga, and Antonio VR opens the scoring at the Nou Camp. It's Barca 0, Granada 1, and if we were to win this game, we will go 12 points clear of Barca and guarantee a better head-to-head record finish with 9 games to go in the season. Yep, win this game and the title is surely all but guaranteed to be ours. But Barca knew that as well. They could not lose this game. A draw and they're still kind of in it. We'd still have the better head-to-head record and they'd still be 9 points behind, and destiny would still be firmly in our own hands. Win 6 of our remaining 9 games and I believe we'd be crowned champion. So Barca really felt as though they had to win this game. Maximiano made a couple of great saves after we got the early goal through VR, but it was Barca's half really. Had it not been for our number 1, we would have been down in this game. Timo Werner, the former Chelsea and RB Leipzig forward, makes it 1-1, and the German puts Barca back in the game right before the break. And I'll be totally honest here, I present the highlights package very fairly. I was not playing well. Antonio opened the scoring, but it was all Barcelona really. They were getting so many chances when coming forward. Werner was offloading and shooting and looking the most dangerous player on the pitch. Pedri denied by Maximiano again, his 4th big save of the game. It's still 1-1, and with 17 minutes on the clock at this point, I was just hanging on to a point. I'd take it, and after Memphis was denied by Maximiano, and we still were tied at 1-1. In the end, we clung on to the point, and I'll take it. Yet we come to Catalonia and we get ourselves a draw, and I will take it. Barca needed the win far more than we did, because I mean the gap remains at 9 points and we will finish up with a better head-to-head record, which means Barca, to win the title, will need to finish above us on points. I'll take it. I will take it. As I said in the post-match interview, Barca needed a win a lot more than we did, and the stats were very deceptive. It was all one-way traffic for the most part. Barca should have won it. Had it not been for Maximiano, they would have done so. The gap remains at 9 games to go. We're also 11 clear of Real Madrid as well. I'm not ruling out an epic collapse based on the bottle jobs we've had throughout the save so far, but destiny is still firmly in our own hands. Out of Champions League, but the domestic double dreams live on. But that will end today's episode of La Liga Carimo, guys. Big thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you have, drop a like. Much love to you all. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you for next episode of La Liga Carimo for the final 9 games in La Liga very soon.